Okay, guys, you're on week 6. You're getting through this program pretty darn fast. This week, we're going to be talking about making decisions. And in the Green Book, it's chapter 6. The reason that they're spending a whole week on making decisions is that for some people, making decisions is kind of hard. They go through the process of the analytical decision making, which is on page 167. And it's just a step-by-step, looking at what the problem is, analyzing the choices, figuring out if it's going to work for you, and then moving through it. And then they go through a lot of different ways to make decisions. But a leader is going to look at not only what they want to accomplish, but the culture, the ideas, the values of the people that they're working with, and make sure that that decision works with them. Although the ultimate goal is what you want to achieve. So if you're trying to educate children or work with parents, and you want to make a decision about what's a good time to meet with them, you're not going to make the decision that the staff wants of, meeting with parents at 3:00 in the afternoon because parents aren't available then. So you're going to make sure that the outcome is really what you're going for, and then getting people to buy into it. They've got a lot about either making a decision by yourself or participatory decision making. I think as a principal, a lot of times you've got to go with the participatory decision making. You got to get your staff to buy in and understand why decisions are being made. But at the end, it is your job to make the decision. A lot of principals will say, oh, well, the district office is making me do it, or, oh, the staff wanted to do it this way, without taking responsibility for making decisions. You're the boss. The buck stops with you. So if your staff wants to make a decision that you can't live with it, you've got to tell them, this is not going to work and this is why. That's part of your job is leading them forward and getting them to understand that sometimes it's not just about what the adults want in the building, but what's good for kids. And some staffs really understand that, and some staffs struggle with that. So that's your job as the administrator. You're going to be in the discussion board. I think you watch a video with Anthony Muhammad, who has written a great book about understanding school culture. He may be one of your speakers at different sessions that you have to go to when you go to the campus. And if you get a chance to hear him, you will love him. He really understands school culture and those people that are always throwing up roadblocks, or those people that are innovative. And he talks about the different groups that you have to work with at a school. So you will really like that discussion board this time. Let's see. You are supposed to be working with your group. So if your group hasn't gotten together yet, I sent you an email of who's in your group. If no one's communicating, send me an email and we'll kind of get them together. Google Plus is a great way to meet online. You can either, do it with a phone and all talk together on the phone, or Google Plus, if you've got your camera enabled, you can see each other and talk that way. Join Me is another free app that you can use to talk to each other, or Go to Meeting. You can get a free account that way. But make sure you're talking with your group, because you've got to turn that in a couple of weeks, that final presentation. I need that by May 3rd at 6 p.m. because I've got to upload it to the Blackboard session and make sure that it's working for you. So May 3rd is when that presentation is due to me by 6 p.m. So it gives me enough time to get it working. And just in case there's a problem, I can contact you and get it worked out. We don't want to wait till the night of the class to get that done. And this week you have that paper or Venn diagram or video on school culture. And this doesn't look hard. But when you really sit and analyze your school culture, it can really give you some insight. I was trying to think of some things on school culture, and I thought of one. I actually thought of two, and they're not positive. But one of them is don't stand out. I think a lot of times in school culture, that person that's very innovative and creative, the rest of the teachers kind of, well, that's not going to work because of this, or, oh, that person gets this because they have this relationship with the principal, and that's why they get everything, and I can't do that. There's sometimes a school culture of don't be too good. Don't stand out too much. You make the rest of us look bad. And then that idea when it doesn't work, that project or that unit doesn't work, like, well, see, I told you that wasn't going to work. I knew the kids couldn't do that. The other school culture that sometimes I've encountered is the kids really aren't capable of doing this. And we battle that all the time with people that don't believe really that students can learn. It's that mindset of they come to us poor. They come to us with parents who don't care about them. They come to us, not reading. And so these kids really can't learn, instead of that open mindset of anything's possible. Some staffs have that, and they do wonderful things. But I find more often than not, schools have a culture of these kids can't learn. Now, they don't say that. They're not going to put that on their banner. If the kids came well-fed and had good parents, then we'd be able to do terrific things with them. They don't put that on their motto or their vision, but they actually believe that. And lots of the decisions and things that they offer to children are reflective of that. So hopefully you got some good things in your school culture. Those were just things I thought about. I've got a great culture with my own team right now, which I'm really excited about. But try to find something positive on your campus that you can talk about, but also don't ignore those negative things because they are there, and we do have to confront them as school leaders. All right, so you can have a great week. You're doing a great job in the discussion board. Almost all of you turned in that assignment from week 5. If you haven't done that, make sure you get that into me about good drivers and bad drivers. And I apologize for not being online last week. All right, so have a great week and call me or email me if you need any help.